Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 6 of the Spirit Op Planner Preview. So, if you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and I will answer them as best as I can. So, I wanted to show you what I have for this today. We are going to look at the 2-page horizontal layout. Again, if you've been in my other lives, I previewed the 2-page vertical layout yesterday, and today we're also going to look at some of the pages in the front that then also relate to pages in the monthlies. So I will get started. Oh, actually, I will not. I want to let you guys know I have in the description below, especially for those of us who are joining live, I have a link to sign up for my website for exclusive page that no one else gets. As soon as I make this posted, then that link goes away. So it's a special page for anybody who joins during the live event. And you sign up for my newsletter, and you can join the community that I'm creating around spiritual work as well. In the daily lives of planning. So if you're interested, check it out. Okay, now I want to show you what I've been doing. So you've already seen the monthly layout. So I'm just going to show you this. This is the horizontal 2-page layout, and that was the Sunday one. So if you'll notice, the Sunday, it doesn't have a lot for Sunday, as most people don't work on a Sunday, and then it does have the Monday down the side. Now, if there's a Monday, the Mondays are just going to start at the top there. This is not the dated one. This is just the undated one. And then the other page that I've added, which is in between the snapshot page, and actually I'll just start over and I'll just show you all the pages. So we have the preparation page. So this kind of preps you for the month. It has a couple of writing prompts, a scratch pad area, and a place to write all of your musings. Then I have the snapshot page. This page has several different areas to it. It has the intentions, a place for intentions and spiritual notes, a place for goals and tasks, a place for more memo writing, and then in the middle there is a place to kind of check where you are currently. What is your current mood, your current energy, emotion, sleep, weather? And you can track this either by number or by color or by how filled in it is, however you feel like tracking. And it could be what you're feeling when you first write this information out, or maybe what you're feeling at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, however you feel like doing that. And the nice thing about it is that snapshot page leads directly into the weekly pages. And then again, this is where you can track all of those current moods every single day. So there is a tracker on here, and then each one of it. So for weeklies, you do have a focus area and a spiritual spotlight area, as well as a little bit of a memo. And so that's how you can kind of bring this into the weekly areas. What is your focus area? What is your spiritual spotlight area? And it can be whatever you want. So preparation page and snapshot page. What is actually going to go in between those is going to link back to the front. So the alignment page I'll explain afterwards, but I just want to show you there's an alignment page that's going to go in between the prep and the snapshot. You get a preparation page, alignment, snapshot, then you go in your monthlies and then your weeklies, and then you have creative space and memo at the back with a reflection page. So in the beginning, in the front of the planner, in the new year, and your new year could be January, it could be the beginning of a school year. This is a printable planner, so you could actually rearrange it however you wanted. The months are packeted so that you can move each month separately, and then the beginning is packeted and the end is packeted. So you can put them in between, like wherever you can start that new year wherever you want. Now it is technically aligned to the January start, but as long as you don't mind that it might not be quite in order, it'll work for any time. So just wanted to let you know. So the first set of pages for New Year planning is your spiritual guidance. So if you're not familiar with card pulling, so you can do a card layout for the whole year. So this is every month, so January all the way through December, and then a card for the year, and then word of the year. So word of the year is awesome, picking your word for the year, and then really keeping that in mind as you're going through the year. I love doing that. There will be a workbook associated with that, so everybody knows how to use it. And then you can write all the information on the page next to it. So, you can write what the card of the year is and what it means. You can write the same thing for every single month as well. So, like, what is the card and what does it mean? And so it's just a nice way of kind of capturing everything that you're working on in the beginning of the year. The next one that I have is what I'm calling life aspects. So there's different areas of life, and I have them written like here so that you can, if you want a different area, you can totally like put a sticker over it. But career, education, health, we got finances, spiritual, family and relationship, and then personal growth. And so those are like the 6 areas that you can look at. And then this page has a couple of prompts. So it shows you or tells you, like, in this space over here, what's going well, what could be improved. And then it has a couple of other prompts where you can write that information, and then, like, where do you want to focus on for the year? What 3 aspects of your life, and what are those goals? So just kind of like an overall look at, like, where am I going and where do I want to be? So when you get to the month, you have a place to write that information. So you have, for the month, you have the card of the month and any information you want to put over here. There's this whole creative space section. So, like, after you've done the preparation, writing in case you want to do anything here associated with these things. And then, you don't have to, right? But if you want to focus on a life aspect this month, what is it and what is that goal? Maybe you're not doing that this month, maybe you're doing something else, but there's a place to write that. And so that's also in the monthly layout. So it's one of those things where I just wanted to, because sometimes you do all that information in the beginning of the year and you plan all of it out, and then you never really like transfer it over to your month or even think about it again. And so this is just a reminder and be like, hey, all that work that you did in the beginning of the year, do you want to check in and see what that looks like? Are you still aligned with what's going on? Are you in a completely different place and really just want to focus on something else that maybe wasn't even on your list in the beginning of the year? And so this is just a way to kind of see, am I aligned with what I was working with, or am I not necessarily not aligned, but in a completely different space? And so I wanted to give that as an option in the spiritual planner, because it's about spiritual growth, but it's also about all different kinds of growth. For me, it's spiritual growth because that's what I'm working on right now, and that is really coming forward. But again, those different life aspects can also come to the forefront as well. So one of the things that I'm currently working on is health, trying to really eat healthy, and it's a little stressful right now, and so it's a little hard to eat healthier when I'm stressed. So really being mindful of those different things and those different areas, and really checking in on these different life aspects. And so that's the quick preview of the horizontal month. I know, again, if you look at all the other videos, you've seen the full monthly layout. And actually, there is a YouTube short that runs through. It's not the full one yet. So there's a compact planner and a full planner. The compact planner has a 1-page monthly and 1-page weeklies. The full planner has 2-page monthlies, 2-page weeklies. So there are 2 different versions in case maybe you don't want that large of a planner. So you have options. And that's, I wanted it to be as adaptable as possible. And in that vein, one of the other things that I will be offering is the ability to create a customizable planner. Now, when I say customizable, that doesn't mean I'm going to create like a whole bunch of different pages. It means I have all these different pages, and you can, like, if there's a certain order or a certain type of planner that you want that isn't offered, and you let me know, like, we can create a customizable planner of the pages that I have so you have what you want, and then I can create it and you just print it out. So I want to be able to make it easy for anybody who's interested in the planner who maybe doesn't have everything that you need. So, and that includes, like, if you wanted to be a teacher, if you were a teacher, you wanted the yearly planner and this wasn't quite working, yeah, we could look at that too. So I believe I haven't seen any questions in the chat. So if there's anything else that I don't know if there's anything else I need to tell you or show you, but tomorrow is the release. A little stressed out about it because I'm, really trying to get everything ready for it. Because there's just so many things that I want to add and want in this planner, and just I want it to be perfect. But we're gonna see where it is. And then once it's released, throughout the rest of the year, I will be adding different planner pages or packets associated with it. Like I said, workbooks and things like that. That's all coming. I know everybody's looking for planners around this time, and I wanted you guys to have an opportunity to see what this planner is going to look like, and buy it now. And or if you're interested in something else that's maybe a little bit more, it has more in it, let me know. Again, any questions, I'll answer in the chat. If you're watching this and it's not live, you can ask those questions in the comments, and then I will get back to you about them. Or if I'm going live again, maybe I'll answer them on the next live. So I hope everyone is doing well, and thank you for joining me. And I hope you all have a great evening. See you soon.